It is now 9:30 here in sunny Waco, Texas, home of the LMI corporate office. Welcome to our online kickoff of the Sales Certification 1 class. I want to let you know that I am recording this session because there are a few individuals who will not make it this morning, so I want to make sure that they do have access to what we cover. In order to get started today, first of all, I want to go over the rules for participation, what our agenda is. First of all, the rules for participation I'm going to go over. We will go over some introductions. We will go over the objectives of this class. We will review the feedback online system, and then I will be handing out the assignments for next week. Rules for participation. There we go. First of all, treat everybody with respect, please. Next, everybody's opinion is valuable. There is no such thing as a dumb question. Ask your questions. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. You're here to learn and to gain information and to become a facilitator, a salesperson for LMI. And the only way you're going to get that accomplished is by asking questions. Next, come prepared each week. Please complete your assignments. This class is on Tuesday morning. Well, it's Tuesday morning here in Waco. Please complete your homework assignments online a day before we start the class. What I do is I will go online and I will look at what you've completed, look at what you've written, and I use that material to help me formulate what questions and what I'm going to do during the class. So please complete it so I know that you've completed your assignments and what you're writing. Next, participate actively in the workshop. So as we go through, everybody's going to be reporting, sharing information. We work together as a group. Next, mute your microphone. And I see for the most part, everybody's doing a really good job on that because I'm not getting a lot of feedback and other noise. If you don't mute your microphone, what happens is there are times we will get an echo effect or we will hear background noise. And if you keep your microphone muted, when you're ready to talk, unmute your microphone. It makes it for a much more pleasurable class. And most of all, have fun with this class. So with that in mind, we're going to go to the GoToMeeting instructions. First of all, bandwidth does make a difference. If you're in an area and you're on Wi-Fi and you're sharing your Wi-Fi with other individuals, it's going to cut into your bandwidth. Doesn't mean you can't attend, just means remember that it's going to cut into your bandwidth. And you may have some choppiness in your GoToMeeting. Bandwidth does make a difference, even if you're at home or at someplace else. I've had individuals who have been on the call and they said, well, you know, I have a very fast bandwidth. And I said, well, is there anybody else in the area? And they said, well, yeah, my kids are in the other room playing a game on the internet. Well, that takes up a lot of bandwidth. People watching streaming movies takes up a lot of bandwidth. And the more people that are on your actual server is going to determine exactly how much bandwidth that you have. The more bandwidth you have, the better the experience. Enough on bandwidth. Next, use of a headset. A headset will prevent echo and feedback that sometimes you have when you are using a microphone and speakers. It's almost like you get a little bit of a feedback in your system, or you get an echo because your microphone is picking up your speakers in the background. So I just want to suggest that if you do have a headset, use your headset. If not, you have to keep your speakers far enough away from your microphone that when you're speaking or the microphone is on, it's not picking up your speakers. Okay, and there is a link. Apparently everybody's been able to get on to GoToMeeting, but there are links you can just, if you want to, you can just go to gotomeeting.com and you'll see there's a button there that says join. I will be, as I send out my assignments, I will be adding a link every time so that you can get to the GoToMeeting without a whole lot of problems. I'll also be adding the link to the feedback online each week. Okay, with that in mind, we're going to go over some introductions now. What I'd like you to do, because we need to get to know each other and become familiar with each other, is give your name, where you're located, how long you've been with LMI, have you ever sold and or facilitated an LMI program and or any program? Excuse me. What do you like most and least about our industry? And it's something about what do you do for fun so that we can get to know you a little bit better. And well, the first person it says here is assistant, and I haven't the slightest idea who assistant is. So who do we have there as the first individual?
I think it's me.
Yes, it is.
My name is Shanaris. I am from Curacao, working with Roxana Cruz. I think I'm working for about like 11 months. I think I will be employed 1 year August. I have never sold or facilitated. What I like the most is that LMI is very inspiring. What I think I like the least is that I'm still trying to understand the changes. I think that I don't know for sure. I think that what I do for fun, I'm working on that. I really like to do something for fun because right now I ain't doing nothing for fun.
That's not fun.
Yeah, I know. So I'm working on that. So that is one of my goals. Like I need to to get to know myself.
Ah, okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to ask everybody to give you a suggestion of something you can do for fun.
Okay, that will be fun.
Here we go. Okay, and I think it's Adela. How do you say that? Who's the next person there?
It's Edionela.
Okay, say that again.
Edionela. Maybe you can say Nella. It's easier.
Okay, Edina Nella.
Edionela.
Edina Nella,
But
or Nella for short.
yeah, Nella. I'm also from Curacao. I've been working with Roxana for 2 years now. I haven't sold or facilitated. What I like most of LMI is that we are able to help others. I don't have anything that I don't like. Just I don't have anything that I least like. What I do for fun, I like to travel. I like to dance. I like watching movies. I like going out with friends. So I have a lot of things that I do for fun.
Well, you have so many. Can you give one to Shanadis?
Yeah, I will.
All right. Okay. Thank you. And it looks like it's is that Frederick?
Yes, hello. I'm Frederick. Uh, I'm a French person, so I have a difficulty to speak in English, but I will try. I'm a better listener than speaker, so it will be a great challenge to me to participate at this course. So I will try to do my best. And I'm a brand new one in LMI. I've been in LMI since maybe 2 months ago. I haven't sold any program yet, but I will begin maybe in September. So I will prepare for next autumn to sell the program. So what I like the most is I'm in the process of coaching in leadership right now, and I learn a lot. And what I do for fun, I have a lot of work because I'm a new entrepreneur. So I try to do some money to have my business for a living.
Okay, and what suggestion do you have for Shanadis that she can do for fun?
What I do for fun?
Now, what
I
she
spend
can do
my.
for fun.
Oh, okay. She can do. Maybe I don't know if she has a family. Maybe daughter
I have a
or
son.
son. Yeah, you can spend some time with your family. It's I work and I try to spend the time the much time possible to spend with my family, and I traveled. So enjoy your life with your relation with your family.
Okay,
Okay, good. Thank you.
that's a good
Okay.
one.
Thank you.
Okay, Helen, you're up. Okay, Helen, you're muted. There you go.
Hi, Sam. Hello, everyone. My name is Helen. I'm from Jordan, Middle East. I've been in LMI for maybe a couple of weeks. I'm sorry if you have to hear some background music. I have my baby with me. Have you told or facilitated? Well, I've never been in LMI except for the last two weeks maybe or so. But I've worked in pharmaceutical business as a product specialist and product manager, and of course I started as a medical representative. Originally I'm a pharmacist, and I did so many facilitations and selling throughout the 15 years. What I love most about LMI is the inspiration and the influence that it reaches out to those who are in need. So it's not just a material or a curriculum. It's actually something that really touches the hearts of those who attend that training. My sister took the training, and it's actually a life-changing experience for her, and she's so thankful for LMI. She pushed me big time to work at LMI and with them. What do I like least? Well, so far I cannot say anything about it because I just started. What do I do for fun? Well, I'm a little bit like our friend. The name is a little bit difficult for me. So I'm not really of a fun person. I'm more into a selling person. I love sales, and I enjoy doing that. So if you want, you can say this is what I do for fun. I sell people my ideas and my opinion, so they are more convinced about what I'm selling. I'm talking about if it's an idea or a thought or an opinion, whatever, you know. I'm always selling something for the person in front of me.
Okay, do you have any other suggestions for Shanadis that she can do for fun?
I do. I believe that every person has a passion inside of him or her, and I do believe that if she follows her passion, if she looks inside of her, she will know what she likes, she loves to do, and definitely that would be fun for her. For me, sometimes I do like small things like coloring or drawing. Not much, not really, like not professional drawings, but it satisfies the inner need inside of me. So I would say that how about you just go and look inside of yourself and try to know what's your passion and what you love most without caring about what other people think. It's within you, and I'm sure that you can have fun doing whatever you like to do.
All right, good suggestion. Thank you. Okay, Jonathan, let's see if we can get you in here.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. Oh, excuse me. That's okay?
Okay, it stopped.
So, Sam?
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh.
Okay. No, you were there. There you are.
You?
Can you hear me, Jonathan? Okay. I see you're here connected twice, but we are hearing you.
So, Sam?
Yes. Yep. Can you hear me? Okay, now we're hearing Jonathan, but apparently
Hello?
he's not hearing me. Okay, let's see. Wow, you're connected twice on my system, and I'm gonna. Okay.
Mr. Mate?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Mr. Mate?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to dismiss one of these, and hopefully it's gonna fix it. Okay. Did that help? Did that help, Jonathan? Okay. We're hearing you, but apparently you're not hearing us. And it sounds like what you did was you turned your speakers off because we were getting an echo. If you get that fixed, I'm going to call back on you, but for right now, I'm going to move on to Jordy.
Hi, Sam. Hi, everybody else. Jordy, I don't know, it's my computer name. My name is Chris Jordan. I'm from South Africa, the capital city, Pretoria. I've spent my whole life in the automotive industry in very senior positions where I facilitated quite a lot of programs run by the OEMs. You still there?
Yep, I am.
Right, so I joined LMI, having crossed paths with Greg Walpole in December, January of this year, and what my experience has been.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Jonathan, can you hear me? Okay. Go ahead, Jordy. Let's see if we could.
Okay, not a problem. So I haven't sold any of our programs. I haven't facilitated LMI as such, but I have facilitated similar products. What do I like most from LMI? The rediscovery or the discovery of oneself from a leadership perspective, and it forces oneself to look extremely introspective, to decide where one is, and it really discovers one again, having spent so many years in the corporate world. What I dislike? No, not many things. I like the program. What I do for fun? This one is for Frederic. South Africa just played the French in rugby and we beat them 3-0. That was a lot of fun.
Nice guy. Okay. And what suggestion do you have for Shanadis?
Shanadis, follow your dream, my dear. Do that what makes you happy. You control your own life. You hold your own fate in your hands. Go out there and go and get it. Do what you need to do.
Okay. All right. Good. We're going to try Jonathan again and see if he's with us. Jonathan, you with us?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Excuse me for after. My name is Jonathan. I live in Quebec City, and I am with the LMI for 1 year, 1 year and a half. But client since 10 years. I have sold and facilitated I like with I like with LMI for helping client for the best, and for my fun I like travel and develop a business. Yeah, that is that.
Okay, and your suggestion for Shanades?
My suggestion for the
You don't have to have one, but if you do have a suggestion that's something she can do for fun, be my guest.
just try speaking English. It's just fun for you.
Okay. All right. And
I'm sorry, Sam, I'm with Jonathan. You don't see me, but I'm there because we are on the same computer.
okay.
This is Anik Santan.
Okay, Nick. Yep.
Okay. And I'm also from Quebec. I've been with LMI since 2 years and as a client since 12 years. I have sold a few programs and facilitated my first one. What I like the most of LMI is that it changed my life and we can change our client's life. And the lease is the selling part, but we have to do it to build our business. And what I do for fun is to travel and to develop our business like Jonathan.
Okay, and your suggestion for Shanades that she can do for fun?
Well, I don't have much because everyone has told good ones. She can try things, and if she decides to find fun in things, she will. So that's the only thing that I can add to everything that has been said.
Okay, good. Thank you. And I see you got your connection situation solved. Do you know what was causing that?
No.
Okay. But it's working now, so that's good.
Okay.
Okay. Suzanne. Okay, Suzanne, I see you're unmuted, but I'm not hearing you. You may have a mute if you're using a microphone. Okay, we're still not hearing you, Suzanne. Okay, your microphone's unmuted, but we're not hearing you. Okay, if you get your microphone corrected, yes, shout out so that we know you're there, but we are not hearing you. Is there anybody else online that I do not see on my system, but you're actually there? Okay. We're going to move on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the objectives. The objectives for this class is to improve our results in sales. And Nick, you said that sales is not the most fun for you. Well, part of the reason why is most likely you're not that familiar with it. The more familiar you get with it, the more fun it becomes. So we're going to work on that. Anyways, first thing is attitude. Think you can, think you can't. Either way, you're right. Again, if you think it's going to be fun, it's going to be fun. If you think it's a drudgery, it's going to be a drudgery. The nice part about our industry, and I had this conversation with somebody the other day, is do you like people? Do you like meeting people? Do you like to know what makes different people unique? And we're in the people business. And that's the most fun business that you can be in, is to understand and know other individuals. So you're making sure that your attitude is right is the most important thing that you could have in any organization, and especially in sales. Second of all is activity. And that is because in order to get good at what it is that we're doing, you're going to have to go out and use it. LMI in and of itself is an application organization. We use theory as a means of gaining ideas and insight, but we're actually an application organization, because you don't get paid for what you know, you only get paid for what you do with what you know. So unless you actually are using it, it has no value. So activity is going to be the key in anything that a person does within the LMI organization and what we do with our clients. And then the third thing is skills. We're going to work on your skill sets. But the only way to get your skill sets working is to find out what works and how it works for you. So it goes in the order of attitude first, activity second, skills third. So those are the three things that we're going to be working on in this class. And what I would like to know is something about, first of all, have you completed your win-win? If so, what is your number one win-win goal? Just your number one win-win goal. And then what do you want to accomplish as being a part of this class? And the last question is, how can the class help you accomplish your goals? Now, you may not have answers for all that, but let's see how well we do. And Suzanne, have you been able to get your microphone working yet? Okay, it's unmuted, but we're still not hearing you. So we're going to have to work on that. Okay, so I'm going to go to, I think Nick was next.
Yes, Sam.
And did I say that right?
Yeah? Okay, I'm here.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I have completed my win-wins, but I don't have my computer with me since it's with the doctor right now, and that's why I'm with Jonathan. And my first win-win goal was I don't remember my first one. One important is I want to improve my closing skills. And what do I want to accomplish by being part of this class is to better be more able to talk about LMI and to sell LMI with more confidence. I have confidence in the product since I try it and I'm using it for a long time, but to have more confidence in myself to meet clients. And how can the class help me to accomplish my goals is with the sharing of all our challenges and solutions, and I think I will be more in action since we have a meeting each week and I want to improve and I want to realize things, so, and I will have a plan of actions. That's about it.
Okay, good. Now, if your goal is to improve your closing, what is your closing rate? Do you mind sharing that?
No, well, I don't measure it a lot, but I do not focus much on closing, and I think that's one of the problems. And I would say around 1 to 5 and 1 to 6 meetings. So.
Okay, well that's good because we can measure that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. And next would be Jonathan.
Hi, Sam. I don't have a complete my win-win agreement, but the first thing for the first goal probably learning to be master of my line. Probably is the win-win agreement, and in this class, I would like accomplish to maybe je devrais dire compléter des ventes.
Doing sales.
Doing sales, yeah. And learning English more. That's it.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, you got a lot of people here that are willing to help you with that. Okay, Helen, you're up.
Okay, yes, I did complete the win-win agreement. I don't have it though. I'm sorry, I was looking for it. This is why I was late. Anyway, I do remember the first goal though. The first goal was to accomplish, let me put it this way. I was a high achiever in the past. So I was wishing to regain the confidence in myself to be able to be a high achiever again in whatever scale I'm going to get. What do you want to accomplish by being part of this class? Well, I was hoping that I would get some confidence and regain all the tactics and skills that I had it before. I was just hoping, you know, by just being listening to all the material over and over and reading every part of it might inspire me with ideas or some inspiration in whatever I want, in whatever number that I want to achieve. I had it in numbers, of course. I was hoping for a specific number, but once I find it, I will send it as a message.
Okay, now you said you were successful in pharmaceutical sales and that you want to achieve that same degree in this business, correct?
Well, I was always rated as exceed expectations when I was working as a medical representative, and I always had exceeded the expectations in the amount of sales, and this is what I wish to do, you know, to exceed my expectations this time, you know, to have a specific expectation of a specific number of sales and to exceed that expectation.
Okay, what was it or why were you successful to the degree that you were successful in the other industry?
Well, I think there was a key that inspired, that My friends usually hated that about me, which is, I call it follow-up, they call it nagging. I like to follow up on the work that I do. I like to follow up on the customers and always go back to the customer and ask ask questions, why you're not happy, or what happened with your patient regarding after using the product. Have you faced any side effects? What do you think about it? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Do you wish for further information? And always to support the doctor at that time with data to support his opinion about specific uses, sometimes not indicated yet it has been used, and there are plenty of studies. So I always relied on data, and I always depended on the follow-up.
Okay, what's the difference between that skill set that you use to be successful there and the skill set that you would need to be successful in LMI?
Sam, I'll be very honest with you. I've been away from the business for the last 10 years. So this does not help much. And I've been dealing with kids all through those 10 years.
Okay.
So, you know, I tell my kids what to do. So now I have to learn the joy of asking and the skill of probing that I think that I lost with time.
It's still there. You just got to find it. It's there. Do you know how to ride a bike?
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Frederick.
Okay. My number one win-win goal is to learn to sell program, because I'm new in LMI, and a challenge is to learn the program, you know, which program to offer to which person. And I have a big challenge with my English too, like Jonathan. So I will try to improve my English. It's a good occasion to learn English with that course. And the class can help me with sharing experience and tips to sell.
Okay. Anything else?
No, it's new to me, so I think I will learn a lot in that course. It's unusual to me to sell with my past experience. So I'm good learner. So I know I will success with with LMI.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Ed Danella. Did I say that any better?
No.
Okay. Nella.
Yes, I've completed my win-win agreement. My number one goal is to learn how to work with the HubSpot software. We are now using the ACT software, and we want to switch to the Hub software. It will enable us to have quicker access to our client information. And yeah, the idea is for me to, through this process, to learn how to work with a new software. What I want to accomplish by being part of this class is to learn more about sales and how the class can help me. Yeah, maybe they can share the type of software they use and its success rate.
Okay. All right. Cool. Chris, you're up.
Thank you, Sam. Yeah, I've completed my win-win goal, and my number one win-win goal has to be an established and top LMI marketer, seller, and facilitator within the Pretoria region, which is our capital of the country. Bearing in mind that when I left university, when I went to university, I sold insurance on a part-time basis, got out of university and joined one of our biggest automotive groups in a managerial position. So whilst I've been in sales, if you like, selling of ideas, selling of strategies, selling of attitudes, I haven't sold a lot of products since then. And like some of our classmates have said, I've just got to pick up on that very, very quickly, so that not only can I sell the product successfully, and that's objective number one, but my main objective is to do the facilitation, because that's what I really, really enjoy. So what I want to accomplish by being part of this class is just learn. I'm like a sponge. I want to hear what people from all corners of the globe is telling us, because I can learn from them. And this class specifically, having listened to the introductions, there's a huge amount of skill sets floating around in this class, which I'm certainly gonna make use of. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I was muted. Good. And you have a great mentor in Greg. So make sure you rely on him as much as you can, because if you could become half as good as Greg is by the end of this class, you'll be really ahead. Okay.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Okay. And let's see. Shanadis, you're the one that's the assistant, correct?
Yes. Actually, I have the same goal as Nella. So my number one goal is to learn how to work with HubSpot also. And yes, I have completed my win-win agreement. What do you want to accomplish by being part of this class? I want to accomplish being like, how do I say this? I think that people, not all the time, but opinion are important to me. So I think by listening to the opinions and feedback of all the participants and their skills with sales and LMI will help me accomplish this goal, because they will have some kind of feedback that will be important to me. How can I already answered that also. How can the class help you accomplish your goal? With feedbacks and opinion, and I think success ratings and all of that.
Okay. Good. Did you get any ideas from anybody when they were suggesting things that you can do for fun?
You know what it is? I'm not someone who likes to socialize, so I'm not the one who is going out or hanging around. I need to do something like in a small group. I don't have a lot of friends neither, so and most of my friends, they have boyfriends living together, so they have their own life. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Okay. Well, I didn't give you a suggestion yet.
That would be great.
Do you like music?
I do like music.
Do you play an instrument?
I can't. I don't play one.
What instrument would you like to learn?
The bass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
If I had to choose, I would probably say the bass. Like, people do the most awesome things with a bass, so yeah.
Okay. Why don't you set that as a goal?
To learn to play an instrument?
Yeah. Why not? I mean,
I don't
you
know.
could do a lot of that by yourself, and then you can get together with a small combo of people, just some close friends, and it's fun to play music.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think that is an option.
yeah. And the reason I brought it up is because I'm a musician. And guess what?
Really?
And guess what I play?
The bass?
Yes.
Awesome.
Far out. See, we got something in common.
Yes, we do.
All right. And in fact, I didn't really introduce myself, so I'm going to go do a quick introduction. Yeah, you know, my name is Sam Mates. I've been with LMI since 1980. I spent 6 years in the field, and then I came into the home office. So I was an actual franchisee. In my 5th year, I was in the top 20 of the LMI USA franchisees. And then in my last year before I came into the home office, I was in the top 10. And then I felt like, I could come into the home office with some credibility. So I've been around for quite some time, been around since 1980. And let's see, yes, I've sold, I think my best year was like 325 units, which is, you know, not bad. I got tired of facilitation. I did facilitation. I like facilitation, but you can get overkill on facilitation. When I first started in sales, because I was never in sales before, my background, I'm a metallurgist, and I was a metallurgist in the steel company. So far cry from being in LMI sales. When I came into LMI, I didn't know anything about sales. I was just told to follow the system, and it'll work, and I did, and it does work. So most of my sales experience actually came from LMI, but I have studied sales in other areas after I got into LMI. Let's see, and then, well, like we said, what I do for fun, I'm a musician. I play in church every week, and then we also have a group that we play out. I used to be a musician for a living at one time, many, many years ago, many lifetimes ago. So I like music, and I think everybody could play an instrument if they really wanted to. So go for it. Okay, that's enough. It's enough for me. Let's go into the feedback online system. This is the system that you're going to be using in order to complete your assignments. And in order to get there, hopefully everybody by now has received their login information. So you would go to the feedback online. Let me open this up here. You're going to log in using your login information here. Excuse me, I think I got this one set up. Okay, your screen may look a little different. It depends on if you're in more than one program or you're doing more than one roles. You'll have a little bit different screen that'll pull up, and then you'll have to select the role that you're going to be in, so, or the class you're going to be in. So you may have a list of different classes that you may be attending, and you'll have to pick the one that you want. But here you can see where the win-win agreement is. You can go in here and you could type in what your goals are. You cannot put in more than 5. That's the max you can put in this system. And here all you do is put in your goal and how you're going to measure it. Remember that measurement is a key. So that is that aspect of it. And then your feedback forms, which is the other button that was there, will have all the different lessons. And this is the form, the feedback form you're going to be filling out on a week-to-week basis. So when you go in here, you actually put in how many times you read, you listened, what your most important idea was, how you're planning or to apply it, or how you did apply it. And you're going to go down through these areas. I don't have to explain all of them, but this is your feedback sheet that you will be completing each week. And this is what I look at before each class to get a general idea of what people are getting out of the program and what they're doing. Also, your mentor will be looking at this, and as soon as you put it in, and you do need to go to the bottom, and you do need to click on Save. Remember that, very important. This is a database, and in order for the database to function, you do need to click the Save button in order for this to save it to the database. This whole system uses what's called a cookie. And a cookie is just data that is written to your computer so that when you're in here, you don't have to keep putting in your username and password on every single page, every time you move to a different area. So it puts in a cookie that lets the system know that you're logged in when you move from page to page. The thing is, there is a limit to the length of time a cookie is alive within your computer. So if you're in here, you start it, and then you walk away and you come back a half hour later, it may look like this, but you're really no longer connected to the database because your cookie or that data that lets the system know that you're connected will expire. So make sure that when you do go in here and you are adding things, that each time you add it, you click on the Save button and don't walk away and just let it open, because you'll come back and say, what happened to my data? Okay, so that is that portion of it. Here you see your win-win agreement again. And when you click on the win-win agreement, you'll have actually the goals, a list of the goals that you put in. And if you click on the goal, it actually gives you a goal planning sheet or system form that we use for goal planning, where you can put down what the goal is, what the benefits are, obstacle solutions. And if you're not that familiar with the goal planning system sheet, you will be before the end of the course, that's for sure. And then what are your action steps, and then your method of tracking. And again, clicking on the Save button. And you can put, again, up to 5 different goals in the system here. The next item here, we are not in this class going to be using the mid and post-course evaluations. They're not programmed into the system. So just to let you know, because some people think, well, how come there's nothing there? And that's because this is a different kind of a course. In all of our regular courses that we do with our clients, you will find a mid-course and a post-course questionnaire in there. Okay, profile area, which is this button right here. If you click on that, it gives you your information where you can actually change your password. Keep in mind, if you change your password, you need to remember what your password is. And yes, I could look up your password if you ever lose it, so you can always contact me. But it's better if you write it down, remember it somewhere. Assignments. This is important. I will be sending out your assignments each week, but periodically somebody will come to class and say, I lost the email with the assignments and I didn't know what they were. Sorry, but that doesn't cut it, because right here are your assignments. So if you click on that, it will tell you what your assignments are on a week-to-week basis. Now, I will add things as we go along, but for the most part, your assignments are all in the system and you can check them at any time. Accomplishments. The good part about the accomplishments is as you accomplish different things, you can put them in here. It will put a date. It will put down what you accomplished, so that when you want to go back and say or look at what did I accomplish as a result of being part of this class, you can go back and look at any time what you had written down there, simply because you may not remember what they were. Also, remember that a short pencil is a lot more powerful than a long memory. Okay, I'm going to say it again. A short pencil is a lot more powerful than a long memory. Writing things down is important. Okay, next, email, you can click on email and you can send emails to your facilitator, to me, to your mentor, to different people. You will not have access to all the other individuals in the class through this email system, but when I send out assignments, I do not block everybody's name. So if you look at the email that I send out, everybody in the class is listed up there, and I do that for the specific reason if you want to contact one of the other individuals in the class, you have access to their email because it's there in the list. Plan of action, very important. Plan of action is where your lesson material is. So in the plan of action, you have your lesson material and an audio that goes along with it. Periodically, I will have additional audios that we will be listening to, and I will cover that. But your lesson material, so if you click on lesson material, you will notice that it's going to come up lesson 1, and then from here you can actually go and you could print out, and I'm going to suggest you do print it out, read, highlight, make notes just like our clients do. So we're going to use the same process, and then put all this in a manual so that you actually have a sales certification manual when you get done. So you could 3-hole punch it, whatever, and then put it in a book. So okay, nope, wrong thing. There we go. Now the audio, they are all MP3 audios. You download them to your system. You could transfer them to your iPhones or iPads or Androids or wherever you want. They're just regular MP3 that play on virtually everything. So you can download the audio to the lesson, and it's the same as a program. This audio here, not the other audio where I'm going to have additional things for you to listen to, additional assignments. This audio here actually follows the lesson material. So you could read and listen at the same time, just like a client would. All right, that's where your lesson material is in the plan of action guide. There's also a user's guide, and there's a button that says contact LMI. If you click on that and send an email, it just shows up on my desk. So you can do it any way you want to. Does anybody have any questions on the feedback online system? Helen, you...
Sam, yeah, maybe.
Oh, go ahead.
Sam, it's Chris here. The MP3, if we click on that, it will play through the laptop. I don't have to download it, but I can download it to the iPhone as well. Is that correct?
That is correct, and it's better to download it to your system so you don't have to keep going to the program in order to listen to it.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And Helen, I think I saw your microphone go live.
Sam, I was trying to download the page, actually, just the page of the feedback, in order to be able to download the material before the session, but I had some sort of a technical problem. So
okay,
I keep on trying.
Now wait a minute. Are you talking about the feedback form or the lesson material?
No, just opening the page, the lmi-inc.com/feedback. I had a problem reaching it through the mobile, but I think that's not an issue. I'm trying to, right now I'm trying to figure out how to download it through the computer or the iPad. So I guess I'll figure it out.
Okay, well, Oda could probably help you if you can get with him. If not, recontact me during the week, probably within the next day, to make sure that you can get on there and get that material. Are you getting to the login screen and you're just not able to log in, or you can't even get to the login screen?
No, I cannot reach the login screen.
So you're not even getting to this page here.
I guess I'll find a way. I'll figure out a way. let me keep on trying. Maybe I will download another browser or something. I think it's just technical.
Yeah, and that's another thing is sometimes different browsers will operate differently. For the most part, I use Chrome, or I do use, what is it, Microsoft Explorer for certain things. But yeah, it works virtually in any browser as far as I know, and it actually works on, you know, iPads and Android tablets. So if you are having a problem, make sure you do get a hold of me, because I want you to be able to get access to all this. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Frederick, did you have a question?
Yes. How many hours do you suggest to invest each week in that course?
You're going to love the answer. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. How's that? I'm going to suggest that you invest a minimum of half an hour a day to go over the material. You know, remember, if you're ever in a college class, you're going to have to work, you're going to have to read, you're going to have to listen. So whatever you do is what you are going to expect your clients to do. So
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so again, if you have any challenges, contact me, let me know, and I will work with you on that. Your assignments coming up, we are going to be on lesson 1, which is the LMI concept. You're going to read, listen, highlight, and make notes in the notes column. You're going to complete the feedback sheet online, and one of the items in the feedback sheet online is what was the most important idea and how did or will you use it. And I'm going to ask you what page you found that on. So make sure that you are highlighting and making notes. And the reason for that is because as we discuss these concepts and these ideas and what was important, you will end up sparking a thought in somebody else, and they may want to go to that page and say, ooh, I missed that. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to use that idea also. That's why we ask you for what page did you learn that on. Okay, so complete the online feedback sheet, and then the additional item that I have is to listen to the LMI concept recording. Now, we have a page that we are using in this class, which is a little different than some of the other things. Let me see if I can pull it up here, okay? And all I did was click on that link. And I will be sending this link out as well. And here you're going to see that each week there's something a little bit different that is in addition to the other material. So if you look at this week is the LMI concept. There's an MP3, and then there's a YouTube video. The YouTube video is the same as the MP3. The only difference is you get to watch the person actually do it live when he's at the board. This is an old video. It goes back to the 60s. Yes, I said the 60s. When this concept was first developed by Paul Meyer, one of the individuals actually did the concept live. It was videoed. It really hasn't changed. We had a person at one of our conferences do what's called a success chain, which is one of the parts of the LMI concept, and she did it live to see how she does it. It's the same thing you're going to do in a kickoff class. You're going to use the LMI concept. It's just good to see where a lot of this stuff originated. So don't get all caught up on how old some of the recordings are. Listen to the content and the information, and you're going to get a really good idea of where a lot of these concepts came from. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Last but not least, let me reduce this. What we do each week just like we do with our clients, is we have 7-day SMART goals that you will be setting and that we will be asking you about the following week, how well you did on them. So there is some accountability going on here. And looking at 7-day SMART goals, first of all, we're going to ask you to give us one business 7-day goal based upon your number one win-win goal. Second, we're going to ask you for a personal goal, which is an action you can take or something that you have been meaning to do but get putting off, that if you did it, your life would be better, you would feel better about yourself, you would feel like something was finally off your brain, you would eliminate an energy leak, you would, or you would really make someone who is important to you happy, etc. It's just a personal goal. And then, because this is such a high achievement group, I'm going to ask you to set a third goal. And that is a development goal or a self-improvement goal. What are you going to do within the next 7 days to improve yourself? Okay, it's like, wow, I did not know that I was going to get signing up for all this. Sorry, but you did. And let's see, I'm going to start with Shanadis. You're up.
My business goal is, do I have to say my business goal and my personal goal and my development goal?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So my business goal is know how to work with the HubSpot software by the end of the sales certification training.
Okay, that's the overall goal, but what are you going to do within the next 7 days that's going to move you to accomplishing that? Yes.
Oh, okay. What I am going to do for the next 7 days, the one thing I'm going to do is find some tutorials about the HubSpot software. My personal goal is to practice that will help me help maintain a positive mindset. So like I said, I need to find, you know, things I like to do and everything. So I will start this week with affirmations, daily affirmations, and also I will look into the learning how to pay a base. So that is something I want to do this week also. And for my development goal, it was to create a tracking system so I can like measure mistakes I make when I'm sending emails. So the first thing I'm going to do is to like make a tracking system so I can literally like track how much mistakes I make daily throughout the whole week.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'll take that. Good. Now, who would you like to report next?
I think Helen.
Okay, Helen, you're up.
Okay, my personal goal, I have two personal goals. The first one would be, it's a little bit too personal. Anyway, it's putting a schedule for each child. I have 4 children, so I'm going to put, and they are on their summer vacation, so it's very important for me that each child has something to accomplish during this vacation, so I need a daily schedule for each child. It was supposed to be done by Saturday, but I was not able to do it because I had a problem with my car, and that took the priority of writing a schedule anyway. And because I had to sit with each child and discuss what they want to achieve during the vacation and on daily basis. Development or self-improvement goal. Well, I'm working on something. It's somehow it's a long term. I don't know if I can share it, or do you prefer to have something that is only for 7 days?
Yes, give me something that you can do within the next 7 days that's going to move you towards accomplishing that.
Okay, well, to me, it's very important. I have two things in mind. The first thing that I need to do by tomorrow, I have two meetings to do. And the goals of each meeting is first to get an ESC, executive showcase, from each client. And the second thing is to get some recommendations for more than 7 people that they think that they would need such a training. This is the first goal. The second goal regarding self-development, I do think that tomorrow's meetings are part of my development, my improvement, because to me, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. So this is this will help me a lot to achieve the biggest goal, which is get some sort of get back my self-confidence. And the second goal that I would like to achieve is to read the whole material for lesson 1, listen to all the videos and the audios at least 3 times per week. I'm hoping for 3 times per week, and I want to achieve 3 times per week at least. That's it.
Okay, got it down. And who would you like to see go next?
Frederick, the French guy.
Yep, Frederick.
Thank you, Ellen. So my business goal is to do my homework because I have a big challenge to write in English and speak in English. So it's the biggest goal of my week. My personal goal is to run at least 5 times this week, and my development goal is to read 5 articles on Success Magazine. I have the chance to read in English and learn English too.
Okay. Now, on your running, okay, how far or how long do you run each time you run?
I run at least 5 kilometers, or between 5 and 7 kilometers.
Okay.
So maybe I can run maybe 4 kilometers, but more. I have to run more often. Maybe to reduce the distance, but increase my the time.
Okay,
Maybe
but from
5 times.
what I wrote down here, and you tell me if it's correct, to run a minimum of 5 times, minimum 5 kilometers.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. Who do you want to see go next?
Oh, Jonathan, go ahead.
Thank you, Frederick. My 7 days goals, it's for this week. I would like sold 1 program this week. That's okay?
Uh-huh. So 1 program.
Yeah. For this week, and running 30 kilometers for this week, and for the next 7 days. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Read and learn my lesson for practice my English.
Okay.
This is my development self-improve.
Okay. Who do you want to see go next?
Annie?
My business goal will be I would like to make a resume of each LMI program to be able to distinguish the differences between each. And my personal goal is to train 5 times 30 to 60 minutes. And my development goal is I want to improve my questioning skills.
And what are you going to do to improve your questioning skills?
I would like to write a page of questions and try to have some more probing questions.
Okay. Okay. Now, how many lines are on the page? So how many questions are you going to write?
It's about 30 lines, so 30 questions.
30. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I could see that. See how much measurable that is and how much more precise that is? Good.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see go next?
Chris.
All right, here I am. Thank you. My 2 business goals for the next 7 days, obviously, is to get together with the course material, the LMI concept, which is lesson 1. I'm also doing the effective personal productivity, and I've just completed lesson 1. So for the next 7 days, it's lesson 2 to Greg Walpole. And then another business goal, I need to identify 50 prospects, name, companies, contacts, type of business in the next week that will form the basis of my marketing program going forward. From a personal goal perspective, I've just had a serious knee operation. I have neglected the physio to do the rehabilitation of the knee, and in the next 7 days I will be with one of the best physios in Pretoria to get this knee back operating again. My developmental goal, and it's a goal that I've had for many years, I read a relevant book, non-fiction, a Forbes article or articles, or success article or articles every week. I've been doing that for many years. Thank you.
Okay, who do you want to see go next?
Right, let's see. Who hasn't been?
Yeah.
Suzanne? Suzanne, has she been?
Well,
and I see I have a colleague from South Africa, Sean. He's just joined us, but okay. I'd like to, if Suzanne hasn't gone yet, I'd like to see her going.
Okay, Suzanne's microphone shows that she just unmuted her microphone, but for some odd reason her microphone is not working, and so we can't hear you. So we're going to go to Sean. Sean, how you doing today?
I'm blessed. Good evening, everybody. Sorry I was a little late.
Okay. When did you jump in?
Jumped in just about 35, 40 minutes ago. So I had the full chunks of what we're going through.
Okay. Now, the thing is, we have not all met you, so you're going to have to go through, introduce yourself, where you're at, how long you've been with LMI, have you sold or facilitated, what you like most and least, big list, about the industry, and then what do you do for fun? How's that for a list? Could you remember it?
It's quite a chunk. So first and foremost, I'm from South Africa. I'm based in Johannesburg. I've been with LMI for the past 4 years. I've been a student to Greg Walpole. He's my mentor. And I've making the jump to get fully involved in the business. So I've done quite a number of the programs already. And now I want to be a coach myself. What I like most about the industry, I think it's the ability to change people's lives. I enjoy sharing and seeing people unlock their own potential and really achieving their goals. It gives me the personal satisfaction. What I do for fun, well, I'm a big family man, so spending time with the family, spending time with my girls and my wife. That's what I do for fun. I enjoy that quite a bit.
Okay, cool. You did a really good job.
Thank you. And then jumping into the goals.
Mm-hmm.
The business goal for the next 7 days is to schedule more sales interviews. So that means I need to up my prospecting calls, and my target is at least to do 20 calls per day and try and secure 5 appointments per day.
Okay, 20 calls, 5
And from
appointments.
those, yeah.
That's per day.
Per day. I mean, right now I'm sitting at 2, and I think I can increase that to 5.
Okay.
Personal goal is to get back on. Well, personal goal and development goal are sort of tied together, basically to manage my time a little better. So on a development perspective, I need to manage my time better in terms of prospecting and interviews. So setting the appropriate amount of time to prospect, and then obviously allocating the necessary time to be able to attend those 5 interviews. And then the personal goal is really just to get back to the gym 3 times a week, do my 5-kilometer runs 3 times a week minimum.
Okay. Do you know what a time picture is?
Come again?
Do you know what a time picture is?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a completed time picture?
Yes, I do.
In your completed time picture, do you have enough blocks in order to accomplish what you said you wanted to accomplish?
I've just created that. Greg and I, or Greg has taken me through that now. So, I mean, in the past, I've not been using it appropriately or effectively.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, if Greg's walking you through that and you're completing a time picture in order to be able to accomplish your goals, you'll do okay. Okay. Let's see. Who would you like to see go next?
Well, I'd like to try Suzanne again, see if she's available this time.
Okay, Suzanne? No, we're still not hearing you. But Nella's...
Hey, Sam, can you hear me?
Is this Patrick?
This is Patrick, yes. I joined it just a couple minutes after. I heard most of the intros, but I wasn't able to introduce myself.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right. So my name is Patrick Adams, and I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan in the U.S. And I work specifically in the social sector with nonprofit organizations, but I also do some work in manufacturing as well. So I have 3 kids and just hit my 19 years of marriage. And so, yeah, that's a little bit about me. My business goals for this particular course, my #1 win-win is to improve my facilitation skills. And the way that I'm going to do that is by completing all my homework, feedback forms, everything that is given through the program. Another business goal that I have is we just developed a new fund development model for one of my clients, and I have a goal between now and the end of the year to sign up 50 new donors for that particular fund development model. So I'm going to be building some goals around that. Personal, I have some personal habits that I have struggled with, daily habits that I've struggled with to stick to, and so I really would like to get that set to where I'm completing my daily habits more consistently. And I plan to use there's an app called Strides that can help track daily habits, so I'm going to be using that to help. Development-wise, I'd like to execute my midway year growth plan, which is monthly mentor meetings, 2 books per month, my personal habits, and daily devotionals. That is those are my goals.
Okay, on the daily habits, do you know what a 1 to 31 is?
I do not know what a 1 to 31 is.
Okay, talk to Rennick about the 1 to 31 and ask him to share one with you because that's designed specifically for habit development. Okay, now you're in the facilitation class.
I am.
Okay, do you know that this is the sales class?
Well, that was one of the questions that I had. The schedule that I thought I received said that that this was the time for facilitation, but that may not be the case.
Now, the facilitation class is 12 to 1:30 Central Time, which would be 1 to 2:30 your time.
Okay.
But that's okay. I mean, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I'm guessing yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to listen in. But the actual class that you're in is actually the one that starts at 1:30 your time. Oh, excuse me, 1 o'clock your time. Yeah,
Okay.
12 my time, 1 o'clock your time. Okay, now we still need to hear from Nella.
Yes, my personal goal is to drink more water. So my goal for this week is to drink at least 5 glasses of water daily. My development goal is to improve my letter writing skills. This week I want to read at least 1 article that can help me improve my skills. And my business goal is to work on the HubSpot software. And my goal for this week is to download the software and explore it.
How much time are you going to invest in working with the software this week?
Well, at least 30 minutes each day.
Okay. 30 minutes a day for 7 days, for 6, 5, what? How many days?
Well, I think 5 days are enough.
Okay. That's fine. As long as we know what it is that we're working on. Okay. And that's trackable. That's measurable.
Okay.
Did we miss anybody? Anybody in the group? No? Okay. Then do we have any questions or comments from anybody in the group?
Yes, please. The web address for the feedback online system, do we have it? I saw it on the screen and then you took it off.
When I get done, I'm going to be sending an email.
Okay, that takes care of that.
And I'll make sure that I add it. It's just, if you want to write it down, it's lmi-inc.com. And
we'll wait for the email, thank you. I'd rather wait for the email.
That's easy. Yeah, that way all you have to do is click on it.
Click on the link, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions, comments? Otherwise, we are going to conclude the class with this thought. Begin to be now what you will be hereafter. So, with that thought by William James, I'm going to say thank you for attending today's class. I will catch you back here next week, same time, same station, and class dismissed.
Thank you, Sam. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.